Dobrodošli u novo izdanje emisije Oni vole Srbiju. Naš današnji gost je košarkaš Vojvodine, Anuar Gil. Da ne gubimo vreme, idemo da ga upoznamo i da čujemo njegovu priču. Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. First off, tell me, how do you feel? How are you doing?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just on a two-day break right now. We have our last game this weekend against Okaka Belgrade, and I'm just ready to finish my rookie season here strong.
Yeah, so basically the season is going to be over in a week, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel now when you think that, okay, in a week, the season your rookie season is over?
I mean, I feel happy that I've experienced my rookie season, but I also feel upset. I wish I could play more. I wish I could play year round, because that's just how much I love the game and love to be around my teammates, my new teammates that I met. And I just wish there was more time to play, honestly.
While speaking, you are smiling all the time. So I have the feeling that you're feeling very good here.
For sure.
I have this feeling, and later we're going to talk about your experience here and a lot of topics. But first off, I always like to go a little bit back in time because I would like to get to know you more. You're from Washington, right?
Yeah, from Washington, D.C.
Tell me more about your upbringing.
Well, first, I live with both of my parents. I have a little brother, a little sister. We grew up in the same house in Washington, D.C. And it was a tough upbringing, especially because I'm the oldest out of my siblings. My parents were extremely hard on me. They expected a lot out of me. And I always had to be the person that went through the toughest road. I had to be the example for my brother and sister. So that was just one thing that was good for me as my maturation as a person, as a man, because I always know that I have somebody looking up to me, and that's just how I grew up.
You're the oldest, and you said for that reason they were a little bit tough on you because they want you to be mature. But do you think for this reason they are more mature than other guys that have your same age?
Yeah, I mean, I have my slip-ups, stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like I'm pretty mature in terms of me being a grown-up, being on my own. I can be on my own. I can I don't have to depend on many people to figure things out or in different situations or anything like that. So that's pretty good. I mean, I feel like I'm still growing as a man. I always feel like it's improvements that I need to do in life. I mean, we're all evolving in life, no matter what. We all should look to evolve from what we were from last year and the years beyond that. And that's what I look at life. I look at life as just keep evolution, evolving yourself every year. So,
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think this experience for you is important because it's a big step forward in your life. You're molding, shaping as a person, not only as a player, but you're shaping your personality. Yeah. Because it's the first time that you're going overseas. Everything is different. You're alone here without your family. So I'm sure that because you came in November, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, late November.
These months, you changed a lot, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've learned a lot about just the Serbian culture, just the European basketball culture. It's a lot different it's a lot similar, but it's a lot different than America. It's similar because, I mean, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of nice people, I would say. But I feel like here the people are a little bit more nicer.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I actually had real genuine conversations with people and met great people here. I feel like back home, it's genuine people too, but they're more so about they just go about their business. They really just care about what they got going on. I feel like here it's more more love. Or that's what at least I feel.
I understand. I don't want to say that in the States people are not good. For sure they're good, but I think the lifestyle is completely
lifestyle,
different.
for
Because
sure.
even here is fast, but in the States, 10 times more.
A thousand
Yeah,
times
yeah.
faster, yeah. But both are great places, man. I'm just enjoying life right now. This
I
is
can
my
see
first
that.
time. Yeah, I was about to say this is my first time in Europe, so it's a lot this dough is thrown at me. I've been here for 4 months, and I'll probably be here for more years in my life throughout different places in Europe. So I just look forward to seeing what Europe has to offer.
Just enjoy the process.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just
enjoy
enjoying the process and trying to stay grounded in that
Yeah.
process too.
Yeah,
And not
that's
try to think
important.
ahead or not try to think in the past, just try to be in the moment.
And that's very mature.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mature speech. Okay, but later we're going to talk more about your constant development here. But I didn't ask you, how did you fall in love with basketball? I didn't ask you this. Tell me this.
Oh man, just being around my parents. Both my parents played basketball
Wow.
in high school and stuff like that. My dad, he always had basketball playing on TVs. He put a basketball in my hand. They're both very tall people, so that kind of all tall people, or at least where I'm from, they play basketball. And also from the culture aspect of, I'm from Washington, D.C., and in the DMV area, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, it's like a hotbed for basketball. Like, we're known for basketball. 9 times out of 10, if you're from there, you are a high-level basketball player. So, yeah, I just fell in love with basketball just from being that young kid that just was around older kids, and those older kids, they beat me up, and that just not beat me up, but they would just rough with me. My parents put me on teams where I was the youngest kid, and they wanted me to be tough, and that's where I kind of got my toughness and love from them beating me up. And then when I always had in my head when I got older, like I wanted to basically beat up the older guys and be that guy. And I feel like I've grown to that, and I've grown tough, and I've grown skills for the game. But my love just came from just being around the game, just watching different basketball, like watching my dad's favorite players, and just actually playing it with my friends too. So yeah, that's why I love it, honestly.
After a lot of years playing basketball, do you still enjoy playing? Do you still have the same boost when you're on the court?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I'm a different person on the court than I am off the court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, off the court, I'm just more like laid back, but on the court, I'm physical, tough, will get in your face. Don't take a lot like of stuff from people. You know, I'm just a tough guy. So I mean, that's what.
Yeah, but that's fair. That's normal, because you need to be competitive. When you're playing, when you're in the court, you transform. You're another person.
Yeah, you got to be a high level player. You kind of have to. You have to play with your own moxie, but that's what I call it, like your own swag, and that's what my swag is just toughness and grit.
Okay. Yeah, before you told me that both your parents were basketball players, so I'm sure that they were motivating you so much when you started your career. Do you remember the best advice that you received from them?
Well, from my mom, she just wanted me to have fun, honestly, just to have fun with the game. Like, it's kind of like good cop, bad cop with both my parents. Like, my dad was like extremely tough on me growing up. Yeah, he was more so like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta be tough. Like, he wanted me to play hard as I can. That's all he really expected from me. It wasn't like he wanted me to go out there and score 20 points or anything like that. But if I was slacking in effort, he would be really upset with me. My mom, she's just more so like, yo, have fun and chase what you love. And this just happens to be what I love. So that's the advice that I got from my mom. Just keep chasing what you love until you can't chase it no more.
That's a very good advice.
Until the wheels fall off. That's what she
That's a very good advice, though, because I think that at the end of the day, we're doing something because we have passion. If the passion is missing, you will not do that 100%. But if you're passionate about something, you will give every time 100%. Even if that day you are not feeling good, even if that day you're not in the mood for playing, because you're human beings, first of all. You're not machines, you're not robots. Tell me more about your journey, high school, coaches, experiences. I would like to hear that.
Yeah. Well, high school, I went to this school called Gonzaga College High School, which pretty much was one of the top high schools in my area, and they play in this conference called the WCAC, which is arguably, I think it is, well, people say all around the country that it is the best high school conference in America, and it has the best talent. We produce the best talent. We produce NBA players. So, I went to Gonzaga. I played with great players throughout. I played varsity all 4 years. I dealt with many injuries, especially my junior year and senior year. I broke my foot. I broke the 5th metatarsal bone, or Jones fracture, that's what they call it, in my foot. In 2 critical times where I was playing extremely well. I was about to get great offers from great universities and stuff like that, but at that moment, it kind of like, those 2 injuries derailed my momentum, so I had to go to smaller college, which is called LaSalle University. But no, I don't want to get off of high school, because I did have a great time in high school. I won 2 championships in high school. My sophomore year, I had a great team. I was one of the greatest teams ever in my high school history, and we lost about like 5 games that year. And I was playing pretty well. I was coming off the bench, but I was always like the energy guy, playing transition. That was more so my role. My teammates would look at me as a person who always give as much. I mean, what I do now is what I pretty much did in high school, just give as much effort as possible. And I was playing pretty well throughout that whole year, but then the last regular season game is when I hurt myself. I broke my foot and couldn't play. I couldn't play, and that kind of derailed me. I couldn't play in the playoffs, and that was heartbreaking. But like I said, the team was still good, and my teammates still had my back, and we ended up winning the championship and winning. It was more postseason. It's a tournament called the Alhambra Classic. We won that, and I'm just blessed that my teammates came through in that situation. But then from that situation, I had to go on to AAU, which is pretty much where people get offers and stuff like that to go to universities and stuff like that. And I had to miss the first session, the first part, because I was still healing from my broken foot. So I kind of couldn't play in front of coaches or anything like that. But I think I got well around like June.
Okay.
And then in June, it was just like, I put a lot of work in. I was doing yoga. I was working out 2 or 3 times a day with my trainers back home. His name Coach Torrey. And I was just feeling good, amazing. You know, just I got better and better just in a short period of time. My confidence was kind of getting back. And then I went through the July period, which you can play in front of coaches. I played pretty well in the July period. My team, we was like one of the top teams on the circuit, or AAU circuit, what you call it. And we was playing good, playing well, but we got upset in the quarterfinals of the playoffs, so that kind of was upsetting. And then I had to go into my junior year, and then in my junior year, I got hurt the first scrimmage again, broke the same foot, had to get surgery. Yeah, so I missed probably the first 3 months of my junior year. And I was supposed to start that year. I was supposed to be like the top player of the year. And it just didn't happen. When I came back, I had to work my way. I came back in the middle of the season, so I had to work my way back through the injury and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, that was just, at that moment where you say you feel pressure, that's when I doubted myself. I doubted if I can be able to come back and be my old self where I was dunking, flying around, just giving as much energy as possible. And but I worked extremely hard. I stayed down with my physical therapist and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my first game back, it was in February, and I remember we were losing actually. We was playing this team called Mater Dei, which was like a top 10 team in the country at the time. And we were losing, we were just having a bad game. And my teammates, we weren't hitting any shots. We weren't really playing well. We didn't have any energy. And then my coach he didn't really want to play me at that moment. He was kind of trying to like work me back in. Like he didn't want to just throw me in there against a top team. And we were losing and we needed a change of energy. So my coach just threw me in there for 5 minutes, literally. And I got a steal and dunk. And then once I did that, like my teammates, they erupted, the coaches, the energy changed once I did that. And then
they were happy for you.
Yeah, they was extremely happy for me just because of like what I went through and just them seeing me go through 2 injuries and an important part of my basketball life. And after that, obviously 2 plays later, I was exhausted and tired because I didn't play in 3-4 months. And my coach had to sub me out, but my teammates, they picked up their energy too. Like I feel like that's what my best ability is, just to pick my teammates up, uplift them, and give them as much energy as possible. And that's what I did. And then we ended up winning the game. Like I said, we were losing at the beginning, but then we ended up winning the game, and I feel like I came in and changed the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just ended that season pretty good. That was a great moment in my basketball career for sure.
How great is actually when you can feel the love from your teammates, the support and the love. And this is a proof. The story you told us is a proof. You're like a family. You're one. On the court, you're one. And that's great when you have this kind of connection with them.
Yeah. So, those are my guys for life. All of my teammates are my guys. Like, I get along with all of my teammates. Like I said, I'm a team guy. That's what makes me a good I think to be a good European player, because out here is more team-oriented basketball. It's more so playing within a system, being a group of 5 people playing for a bigger cause. I feel like a lot of times in America or different countries, they have their best player, their top scorer or top 2 scorers that shoot all the shots and get all the points. But I feel like here, like everybody has a role. Everybody has to be on the court for the whole thing to work. And that's why I feel like my best ability is just to be a great teammate and just fill voids, whatever my team needs.
We're talking about that, the difference between American basketball and European basketball. And you said here you need to be smart to play, and explain that, because I want to hear this story from an American that is coming here so can see the difference, because we always say, okay, in the European basketball you have more contact, it's more physical. States, you have more athleticism, but it's a lot more things. More things from my point of view. What do you think?
I think, well, you have to be smart to play in both places, in America and in Europe. But I feel like in Europe, like you said, it's more physical and it's more tactical. That's what I would like to say. It's more tactical. Like
every 30 seconds you have a foul.
It's like that too. But I would just more so say like it's more coach oriented, if that makes sense. Like you gotta pay more attention to detail as a player. Like attack this certain guy, or they're gonna be weak at this point at this team, so we should just keep attacking them. Like we should keep attacking. Say if there's like a weak pick and roll defender, we're gonna put him in the ball screen every time and make him react to us and try to get an advantage. So that's pretty much what European basketball is, to create one advantage and then moving the ball, swinging from side to side, getting the best shot possible. In America, I just feel like it's just playing fast, running.
Back and forth,
the game is like this, and in Europe it's more like half court oriented basketball, where the team is being more deliberate and trying to dissect the defense.
You know what's super funny to me sometimes during some games, you can see the rookies, the American rookies in the EuroLeague and European basketball, like lifting the arms. Like, why is that foul? This is not foul. What is it? Why is it to the referees? You know, and it happened to you as well when you came here. Like, have you been surprised for some things that happened on the court?
Yeah, the tribal calls, like the tribal rules or the footwork rules are a lot different. When I first got here, I usually make like a rip through move to like attack the basket. Here we can't do that. We have to do more so of a cross step, but we have to put the ball down while a foot hits. So that's just a lot different. Okay. So my coach kind of like drilled into me that I have to work on my cross step instead of working on my rip through to get by defenders and stuff like that. So that was new. And then that's the main thing. I mean, physicality, I always been a physical player, so I already am used to the European style of physicality and stuff like that. So that wasn't much of a jump. The only big jump was just the tribal moves and the cross step and the grip.
Got it. Let's talk about Vojvodina now, about this first experience abroad. Tell me more about that, how everything started. How do you feel to be part of Vojvodina family?
Well, it was actually like a surprise coming over here. I came in the middle of the season. It was just a perfect opportunity for me to just come here and just be a part of a team that was already good. We were playing pretty well. We were a top 4 team when I got here, and my coach pretty much brought me here to be an all-around guy to fill whatever void the team needed. And the crazy thing is, when I first got here, one of our best players, Ranko Simovic, he got hurt. He was like our 4-man. So I had to play a lot of the season at the 4 position. As you know, I'm not the size of a 4-man. A 4-man is usually like 6 feet 8 inches.
Okay.
But and I'm only 6'3", but I have the toughness to play and not the smarts to play the 4-man position. And that's just whatever coach needs. Like when I first got here, our point guard was hurt, so he put me in point guard. Whenever our scorers didn't play, I would fill that role and be a scorer and stuff like that. So like, I feel like it was just a good transition for me because just how I play and then how coach viewed me, and it's everything. It's tough because I don't know what I'm doing each night, but it's also fulfilling that I get to be on the court and just be in Europe and do what I love. That's good.
I can see that you embrace the culture as well here. Because I was checking out, I was doing the research before the interview, and I saw that you basically have a Serbian name, right? Can you explain this to us, please?
Yeah. My Serbian name is Anuar Gil.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
When I first got here and I looked at like all my teammates' names and stuff like that, all of their names had itch at the end of it. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So I asked them, like, do all Serbians have IC at the end of the name? And they told me pretty much most of them, almost all of them do. So I was just like, oh man, I'm gonna just add the IC to it too. I'm gonna add the IC to my last name is Gil, so I'm gonna add Gilic because I want to be a part of Serbia. And I also got a Brate tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God, I'm surprised I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Okay, why you did a Brate tattoo?
It just resembles like me coming over to here.
Wow.
This being the first time I'm living outside of the States, and I know Brate is a big word in Serbia.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time, Brate in the locker room. And it's just Brate is the culture basically of Serbia. Like everybody says it, and I just wanted to be a part. I low key like fell in love with Serbia early when I first got here. So I was just like, why not? Let me get this tatted on me because I know this is gonna stay with me for the rest of my life, and this experience is gonna stay with me for the rest of my life. So,
you're Serbian 100%, and trust me, Brate is a very useful word in basketball as well. So you will hear that many times.
For sure.
Everywhere.
For sure.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Unfortunately, we need to wrap the interview up.
Okay.
It was a pleasure again.
Thanks for having me.
Would you like to send a short message to the fans? We have this camera over here, so if you want it.
Go Volsha. And I love Serbia.
Brate.
Brate.